Okay, this is another handshake routine. It's more like involves cold reading.
One thing to note here is you'll see the guy who introduced everyone take off with the other girl right away. In actuality, there'd probably be a little bit more time before that happens.
Right, and it could be a girl introducing you.
Sure.
Eventually they'll fade into the background. You can actually do this routine. Another thing to keep in mind about this handshake routine is that you don't have to memorize every single variation of it. It's just to show you that there's a lot of different ways to present that kind of cold read to a girl. And usually, when you get introduced to somebody, you will have a chance to observe them, and this will give you the opportunity to make use of that observation. So if you do notice that a girl is has a little bit of drama about her, or if a girl tends to be more shy, uh, you take that observation of her and you work it into the cold read so that she can relate to it, and that's what makes this routine more effective. So you don't want to just pick an arbitrary handshake, cold read. You want to be able to relay to her what you've observed. You also don't want to tell her necessarily word for word that you observed her doing that. Although I think one of the variations does that. You just want to make her feel like whatever you're talking about, she can relate to.
Yeah, and handshakes are really like a fingerprint. Everyone has a different kind of handshake. I mean, who was it we met recently who shakes your hand like they're trying to pump your arm for gas? You can always make a distinct comment about the way people shake hands. It's very unique.
Right, and usually they will shake hands based on what their personality is like. If you get a salesman type, they'll have a firm grip. They'll want to give a good impression. If they have a limp handshake, then maybe they don't have too much self esteem. If they can't maintain eye contact, also maybe they're a little bit shy. It's sort of like you can observe them before you handshake them to get an idea. You can observe how the handshake goes, and that will tell you pretty much how to cold read them. And the more accurate you are to them, the more apt that you have authority, in a sense, over them, over being able to understand them. Now, we were lucky that the actor was able to memorize all of these different variations pretty well. And really, it's good to watch them. Not that you're going to remember them word for word, but it's good to kind of watch them to see how the cold read is different depending on what kind of persona the guy is talking about to the girl.
The thing that's interesting about this kind of stuff, this cold reading, is you will actually be able to pick things out after you do this over and over about a woman's handshake or any other thing that will allow you to kind of calibrate the next time you do it. And you can actually get like feedback from a girl. Like she might say, well, you're kind of right on that, but this is, you're a little bit wrong here. And, just listen to what they have to say. And you'll actually make this a skill where you won't necessarily even have to, memorize these exact variations. You'll be able to pick out the subtleties.
Right, and the other thing too is that if somebody, it doesn't have to be even girls even, but somebody notices a skill about you that you're able to pick things out from others that are accurate, then other things that you say later on, they're going to be more apt to believe, more apt to assign authority to you in the words that you say. So the more
Right.
accurate you are up front, the more you're able to lead the conversation towards the kind of things that help you out in the interaction. And this is also great, right after you finish, a read like this. It's a great excuse to say, let's find out more about you, and it's a great context to taking her to a different area of where you are. So you get one on one.